Hi, Capricorn. We're going to do your December 2022 reading. Basically, we're going to do it a little different. We're going to see what's closing out, meaning what's coming to an end and what you're not carrying forward to 2023. What's opening up for you in December and going forward into next year, and what's being hidden from you, meaning what's going on behind the scenes, what your guides are up to, that kind of stuff. So thanks for being here. Take what resonates only and leave the rest behind and all that jazz. And all the information you need to know is listed down below. So let's get started. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know with regards to what is closing out? What's closing out in December and they're not carrying it forward? Unfinished Symphony, by the book, a change in the wind. We're going to get all the base categories first, and then, oh my goodness, that's 10, 11, 12, guys. Seriously. And then we'll go back and clarify. And also, once I'm done, I'm going to put all the number syncs. They've been insane. And the card syncs as well in the comment section below. So the open door. Open door for Capricorn. Whoa. Is that details? Details, details. And I got actually a channeled message. I didn't know what sign it was for. Was it yesterday? That said the devil is in the details, which didn't make much sense, but it kind of does at the time. Slow and steady, talisman, something that's been manifesting for quite some time. And bone collector. That flipped out with one more. I think they're saying leave it. No, they're saying keep bone collector here. All right. So let's see what's hidden from you now. How spirit has your back or what's going on behind the scenes. Experiencing life as it comes. The drifter, which is number 14. Getting back to integrity with the lost compass. So finding your way. Sky dancer, surrender. So I think there's been a lot of surrendering that's happened, during 2022 for you. And finally, this old cycle's closing out. Let's get some clarifiers out. For the closing door, it could be one or two things, like something that's been going on for a long time, probably in your love life, that's been going by the book. You've been trying to just make it work, and it's coming to an end. It just isn't ever going to work. It's not the path that you're meant to be on. For others of you, I feel that it's more like an unfinished symphony that someone's been trying to reconcile by the book, following all the rules, doing the right thing, and that's going out the door, and they're ready to reconcile, like, finally and permanently. So let's see. Unfinished symphony. Child, courtship, official person. It's my twin flame card for this deck. It's also, somebody with title and rank. But in this case, I'm getting more of a soul contract, a change in the wind, adjudication, and pathway. Yeah, I do think something's coming to an end. It's more like judgment, and I think you will get justice in this. It might be going by the book. There's 11, 11, 11, shut up, and then 11, 22, two twin flame cards, and false person. That's interesting. We're going to have to get a clarifier by that. Somebody's not going by the book, but that's going to be in your favor once this door is closed. It's going to be maybe a blessing in disguise. How about courtship? Why is that here? Courtship, official person, and child. We have the ancestors, the compass. See, there's two compasses here. Somebody wasn't on the right path. Or they were on the right path up to a certain point, and it was time to go down a new path. And so what's closing out this unfinished symphony is a relationship that had kind of expired with the fire extinguisher. Dying passions, roommate dynamic. Maybe they're just there for the sake of the children and the ancestors. So the divine is helping, your guides are helping behind the scenes to help you close out this door. What about pathway, adjudication, and a change in the wind? So at night, you might be getting downloads. Somebody might be appearing in your dreams, like trying to tell you things, communicate that it's going to be okay. And if there's any worry about this, being a repeated pattern, I think there's some finality here. This is going to close out. But there seems to be some hesitation or a fear that somebody's going to try to maybe make it work, stay together, give it one more shot. I don't think that that's happening. false person by the book, sudden wealth, rapid movement. There's that hesitancy to pick a side. If you're dealing with Libra, you might want to check that video out as well. And Mercury retrograde. So small problems or inconveniences, miscommunication, or universal interference. And I feel it's universal interference because someone was kind of on the tightrope, hesitant to move forward or to get out of this because it's, you know, scary. And they have to go through a lot, especially if children are involved. Let's get the tarot out and see if we can clarify. Compass, fire extinguisher. Yeah, it's not balanced. And the connection that needs to close out. I think there was a lot of love there. There might still be a lot of love there, but it's not working. And perhaps maybe they realized that, you know, that they can't. There was somebody that can't be balanced emotionally to them is actually what I feel like it is more now, especially with that roommate dynamic. There's a deep knowing, High Priestess, that the love needs to go somewhere else. You know, an Eight of Swords, a Tower, and a Knight of Cups. Like moving on elsewhere. Why else is that Knight of Cups here? Because that's not the right path. There's an expectation here. Someone didn't meet the expectations for someone else's happiness. Like, it's not ever going to be a happy situation. It's not in the highest good for either party here. I don't feel like it's toxic. I just feel like it's severely imbalanced and that there's no emotional or maybe even physical fulfillment in this. Because see, so here's the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's come to an end. The burden is just too big on both sides. A lot of resentment and someone's not doing their part. I think they just grew to be incompatible, you know, over time. What about the Moon with the hamster adjudication? So definitely separation with the Hierophant. Seven of Wands and the Star. So resistance towards that. So someone I do think wants to heal this. They might even want you back or try to convince you to give it one more go. And they're saying, no, don't, you know, just keep going, follow things by the book. There's something here that's not going to be able to be fixed. The Sun, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. That's pretty good with that. And I feel that's that download energy of the happiness that someone can have. And that's going to maybe give them a little bit more oomph, you know, to finally close that chapter. What about the false person? Sudden wealth. Wow, quite a bit for this. I feel like somebody's just been kind of like fooling themselves that they could have a new beginning, you know, in this same relationship. So for those of you that don't have children, that could be what that child means. But here it's like there's this partnership that someone's in is actually holding them back. And there's that Emperor, the resistance to kind of end it. Maybe like, I can control this, I can, you know, or they could even be a little scared with the Moon. Maybe they don't know what's on the other side of this. And Spirit's saying, look at what's on this other side of this. Remember how this was sudden wealth? Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So once this door closes, it's like a whole new world. That's awesome. Let's get some advice cards for this. Way to go, Capricorn. I feel like your last reading I did for you guys was really good too. Closing door for Capricorn. Why are all these here? Advice from Spirit. It's time to forgive and heal. Immediate action required or urgency needed. I think that was Taurus's as well. What are all these other things? Work in progress, manifestation. So see, they're helping you with this what's hidden, manifesting this behind the scenes with you. Veering off path, misdirection. So they're trying to get you back on track. Childhood or family issues, fate and destiny. You are self-sabotaging and blocking your blessings. And that could just be by indecision. And if that doesn't resonate, it could be your person. They're self-sabotaging and blocking the blessings. But I do feel it's kind of, there's all kinds of different ways we self-sabotage. This is the problem. Pay attention. So that blockage right there. But they're going to kick you back on path with this open door. So let's see. What's in the details here? Spirit. Is that also a compass on there? Distant horizons. It's taken so long. Oh, and inside that magnifying glass says clarity. Talisman, main male. So you're going on a journey, toil, and labor. I think that's going to be easy street. I feel like the toil and labor's already happened. Slow and steady. Mature woman. Imprisonment. Bone collector. Concern. I'm hearing that song, Digging Up Bones. It's an old country song. Main female. An interesting little collection of cards here. Distant horizons and details, please. Divine feminine. Holding on to past events and or relationships. Time is running out. That hourglass card. So that door needs to close. That could be the self-sabotage there because they're trying to bring in all this stuff. And it could just be the past hurt because, you know, that energy's got to be cleared out and healed too to have a successful, you know, relationship with the new person. Main male, toil and labor. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's interesting because she's holding an orb in her hand that's lit up, you know, going down this dark path. She might feel like she's doing it alone. But there's mirrored energy here. And it's really helped, too, with her self-reflection. I think she's grown, learned, matured a lot from this. Why is mature woman here with imprisonment? Akashic records, soul contracts. Stalemate, afraid of change, even though you're thirsty for change. Fighting the current, go with the flow. And what is this one? Complications, restrictions, self-sabotage. And sometimes, you know, when things take so long, we kind of give up, or our energy, our vibration, our thoughts towards that person or thing kind of, you know, they waver. It's a constant journey all the time. And I think she's seeing now that it had to be slow and steady, you know, because sometimes when we go off path, it takes a while to get that back on course, to get on a new timeline. All right, why is this baggage here with the hourglass and divine feminine? There's so much resistance to change. Like, instead, like, I want to work through it and I'm not giving it up. Back and forth with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So even complacency could be an issue. But she knows, like, that this passion that used to be within her is still there. It's in the details. And it has something to do with healing from... Why does she need to be healed from this past relationship or this past event? Two of Swords, Five of Cups. Just holding on to regrets, resentment, things, the path not taken, I'm hearing. But we can't go back. We can only go forward, you know, and everything happens for a reason. And I think that's the details. She's going to figure out what that reason is. What about mature woman, slow and steady, imprisonment? It's taken so long, the Knight of Pentacles. Way longer than she expected with the Three of Wands. And it might have changed her outlook on love. Oh, her love has never wavered for somebody or something. And there's still like some passion here with the Page of Wands. But somebody didn't meet her expectations, or there was a timing expectation. And it kind of caused her to kind of go within, shut down a little bit with the the Hermit card and the Ten of Swords. Like, there was all this pain, and it was a reflection. Look at that, 2 lanterns there. A reflection on her own journey. So how is she restricting it? And because she keeps holding on. There's something that needs to be cleared out from her energy from the past. And I think that was the wounding that this person did. King of Wands could be a fire sign. Still holding on to this fire energy, or the passion that was felt that fizzled, or somebody that did her wrong. There's a lot of fiery energy behind it. The Lantern, the Mirror, please. There's the Hangman. Wow, all these are coming out together. That was stuck. I do feel, though, these two need to go. The Hangman and the 8 of Swords. So it's like there's a new perspective. Don't get caught up with worries and anxiety. Make it harder. I'm hearing make it harder than it has to be by overthinking. Because that's why I'm getting with that toil and labor card here. Ace of Wands. Another Ace of Swords. See, 2 more aces. Like Ace Galore. And the 3 of Pentacles. I need to write that down. So it's like the truth about what a passionate partnership could be with this new main male. I say new, I'm just saying it's coming into the scene now. It could be somebody from the past. Because this person's really solid and is ready. The Lovers. Shut up. And the Fool. Ready to take a leap of faith. This door is opening. What about Bone Collector, Concern, and Main Female? Let's put these cards out here. No idea what those are. They're flying. They're like crazy. Something undiscovered or hidden. When she digs up the past, and I don't mean to return to it, but when, remember the details, when she sees that, what's undiscovered, she's going to see everything happens for a reason. Divine intervention. There's that seesaw energy back and forth. Runner-chaser dynamic. She might be concerned to walk through that open door with the main male thinking he's going to run, or her energy might be saying run. You know, a back and forth. Why is the sparkler here with kinetics, concern, and the Bone Collector? So she might like look back at the past and be fearful of that once that runner-chaser dynamic hits. Yeah, concern. Is it going to be balanced? Is this my person with the Empress energy? So that's 333 right there. Justice. The Tower. And the 5 of Swords. So when this person comes in to show her, like to offer either an apology or justice for what went awry, she's going to be very conflicted. Because it's going to bring up all this baggage of the past about how, when they come to apologize, about how they made a final decision and cut her out and left her out in the cold. For some of you, that's what it's going to be. For others, it's just going to be the fear of that based upon this old relationship that closed out. It might be too soon if these timelines kind of overlap to see there's some healing that's needed, some fear, and then the Queen of Swords, which in her power is awesome, you know. But if that's the shadow side of the Queen of Swords, she can really cut some things out prematurely, you know, out of her own fear and things. Let's get some advice for this open door. Someone has something to say. I told you. Not owning your truth, withdrawn. So own your truth when they come in. Dislike of change or resistance to change. Running from problems. You might have a concern that they will run once, you know, real life kicks in, once that love bubble kind of pops. However it resonates. Lack of faith or hope. Be vulnerable. Step out of your comfort zone. So maybe more Queen of Cups, less sword. Dependent upon free will. Everybody's been getting that. Think with your mind. Like, think logically about what happened in the past. Not with so much emotion. I know that's difficult to do. Further research is needed. Like, all these dots are going to be connected. Like I said, the truth is in the details. The devil is in the details. So if this resonates, you'll know exactly what that means. Getting back to integrity with the lost compass. Poverty. So not feeling like yourself. Feeling like maybe the universe didn't have your back. What else? Great fortune. See, finding that success, experience in life as it comes with the drifter. High honor. See, getting that integrity and honor, like what makes you happy, what you envisioned your life to be. They're helping with that. Surrender, occupation. So that's been, I think, part of the issue in the past is surrender. Because maybe this injustice, maybe you felt someone or something was stolen from you and it was a huge injustice, or it could be that just poverty feeling from that ending. What is occupation and thief with surrender? Dragonflies might be significant. Inner wisdom, deep knowing. That's figuring it out. She surrenders finally. She or he surrenders. Because rose-colored glasses. Distorted views regarding a person or situation or glossing over the truth. It's like it's all going to make sense now. Poverty, great fortune. There's the Synastry card, signs and synchronicities. The bright side, healing and reflection, and finding your home, bonding or soul tribe. High honor. This is excellent, Capricorn. If this resonates, join the channel. I'd love to have you here. Lion, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. So courage and fearlessness, and there's a skittish or nervous energy here about, I'm hearing like about what's to come, about the future, about the end result, and that's part of that surrender. Just go with the flow, enjoy life how it comes, have the courage to face this. And I don't think it's going to be overwhelmingly, painful. It just seems like it's a mountain, and most of you, I think, are halfway over there. You're already halfway through this open door. What about Synastry, the garden, tribe, and great fortune? There's that Seven of Pentacles again. Knight of Pentacles. Manifesting all this. It's just taking some time. And then there's movement with the Eight of Wands. What is this Eight of Wands? The King of Wands and Strength. Again, guys, 2 strength cards here. They can't tame their feelings. You can't tame your feelings. They're coming back around. Or they're coming in hot. Either or. But it's going to be passion. I feel that somebody's felt very stagnant for a long time, like 7, 8, maybe 10 years. And this is going to be such a relief, such a breath of fresh air. High Priestess, there's that deep knowing. In the Five of Wands, it could be a little conflict there about not wanting to see the truth or not believing it. Maybe ignoring the signs and synchronicities. That's a great combo for that. All right, what about this Deer, High Honor, and the Lion? That's the walking away from things that, from these closed doors, getting back on track. Very quickly, too, with the Chariot. And then we have the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles. So there's that fear, that skittish energy. But they're saying they're going to help you persevere and work through it. It's not a problem at all. What about Owl, rose-colored glasses, and the Thief? What did they feel like got stolen from them? I don't know if I'm going to take these because they were all... Oh, yeah, I am. Somebody might have treated you as an option. And that came to an end. And like there was an expectation that something would be different, or that it was a divine connection, or one that was, you thought was a deep connection, like a soulmate with the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles here. There's a new perspective on that with the Hangman. Even though this Hangman card doesn't have, the glowing crown chakra there, or third eye, that kind of kept it stuck. I think that kept it stuck from the real one coming in, or the right one. They're correcting me, the right one to come in. Because this was a soul contract. It just ended up being off path, I feel, once it came to the point where you guys were supposed to go down different paths. The Magician and the Hierophant. Does it get any better than that? Manifesting in what you really want. Some final words of advice for Capricorn. Life path and purpose. Boredom, addictions, or complacency. I feel it was more of boredom and complacency that's kind of coming to an end here. Or that they're bringing, to your attention. Pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and the happenings in your dreams. So they are trying to communicate. We got that over here. Attitude and mindset. Financial matters. There could be a lack of faith or hope. Let this go and move forward. It's time to address and fix the problem. As far as what is letting go, not only is that door that's closing, but I also feel it's the residue of that. Because what's coming in is really good. Yeah, this is going to help you, your health and well-being. That's weird, the alarm just went off. karmic situations and or patterns. They're bringing those to your attention. You know, we all have those, and I think now you're going to know all of that. It's all going to be clear. Well, awesome, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. I hope you'll come back to see me. I'm wishing you lots of love and light. Take care.